It's another beautiful sunrise along the banks of Bayou Teche, a pretty setting for an important place for disaster relief, the 25-acre campus of Sager Brown in Baldwin, Louisiana. For more than 30 years, the United Methodist Committee on Relief, UMCOR, has operated a 48,000 square foot warehouse, stocking supplies for when the worst happens. It could be flood buckets when nature's fury causes rivers to rise, or hygiene kits when families are driven from their homes without anything. It's not a matter of what will happen, but when and where.
If they don't have a loo bag, you're going to have to put it in one, okay?
Teams from Chapelwood Church in Houston have been volunteering at Sager Brown for a number of years. While there are many tasks, the purpose is always to spread love, which can be presented in a number of ways.
My gracious Master and my God, assist me to proclaim.
On this day, a choir sings from the Methodist hymnal established by Charles Wesley, who, along with his brother John, founded the Methodist movement in the 18th century. Today, the ragtag group is performing at a nursing home to shut-ins who often society forgets. Charles Wesley wrote more than 6,500 hymns. The troupe sings about 10 or so. The clients don't care about the number. They're just happy to see a number of people who care about them and are willing to brighten their day.
It's so wonderful. It's so wonderful.
The warehouse is always a beehive of activity. Before any of the hygiene kits can be set out, they have to be inspected for quality.
You open up the kit and the comb looks like this inside the kit with the teeth broken off on the inside. Okay? The only thing that's good for us is to play music. Goodbye, Joe, me gotta go, me oh my oh.
It may not seem to be much, personal items like a clean towel and soap. But if you ever find yourself homeless because of a calamity, the items in these kits are lifesavers. There's no time for idling at Sager Brown. Whether it's the lawn getting mowed or upkeep on the buildings, there's always a need. But UMCOR is making a difficult decision. Just before the Chapelwood team left for Louisiana, it was announced the depot is closing at the end of the calendar year.
We're closing because we basically would like to reimagine the way that we distribute relief supplies. It's a program that's not going away. We're going to continue to have our relief supply program. We're just going to be doing it a little differently.
It's a difficult decision. Besides serving as a way station to house disaster supplies, Sager Brown is one of the crown jewels of Baldwin and the surrounding community. This is the Sager Brown Workshop. This week, a crew is building a wheelchair ramp for an elderly couple that's been waiting for assistance for more than 2 years. The ramp is being built in modules, which is easier than trying to assemble all the parts on site. Sager Brown provides the tools and the volunteers provide the know-how to assist in an area that's underserved. It's key to the mission of the church as a whole. In this case, one wheelchair ramp at a time. The modules are loaded onto a trailer and then towed to the site. 20 minutes later, they're unloaded and ready for assembly, which will take a few days. Now the team has a first-hand look at the situation. The homeowner has a patio and still wants to park his car underneath the covering, so the plans are changing. The patio is cleared and it's decided, instead of taking out the staircase, they'll cut through another end and pivot down the concrete slab. There are always obstacles on a project like this. Some involve building code, like making sure the slope of the frame isn't too steep. You can see how a modified level is used to line up the modules just right.
That's on the high side.
Posts are added, with some resting on the concrete and others anchored solidly to the floor. The Chapelwood team is joined by 4 other churches this week, and already they're working in concert. While at one end of the ramp, the team continues to customize the modular frames. Another group is working on the decking, each team dealing with certain building differences that can only be worked out during the construction process. By Wednesday, the ramp is taking shape. The modules are finally planted in orderly fashion that will allow the homeowners plenty of parking space. But perhaps, more importantly, a way to get from their front door to the patio safely. Pretty much all of Louisiana is flood-prone. In this area, homes are elevated, so the wheelchair ramp isn't just a convenience, it's a necessity.
I'm grateful. I thank God for it all because of the fact that with several falls that my wife and I have had, and I just had one on Monday day before Mardi Gras, and it's been kind of hard and messed up the left leg and the ankle and the knee. So it's going to work out well. I'm ecstatic. I'm so happy. Because of the fact I've been needed it, and then several TIAs and a stroke victim, back surgery, neck surgery, vertigo. So this is something of an essential for my wife and I.
There may be studies on the impact of the decision to close the depot. The accountants will be able to show the financial saving of consolidating UMCOR's resources. But in many ways, the impact can't be measured as it will take its toll on the community. The hardware and lumber store, for instance, where the supplies are purchased, is family-owned, not some big national box store.
They bought several items from us in the past and everything, so it's going to hurt to some degree. They do a lot for a lot of people, take care of a lot of people's problems, and so it's going to affect the community.
At St. Mary's Center of Hope, some team members help bring smiles to some mentally challenged adults by bowling and playing some other games. Then there's a food distribution every 4th week of the month, distributing groceries and nourishment to many in need, and other places like the emergency center where the volunteers get a chance to serve. Back in the depot, the work there is winding up. 3,600 hygiene kits are gathered, and another 2,000 feminine hygiene kits have been inspected. For staffers, this year is going to be a long goodbye.
Usually I say, after I give my speech, and I want to see y'all next year. I usually say that. I can't say that no more. Well, we want to see you too. Yeah.
While it may make business sense to close the depot, there will be a loss of a beacon of hope to an area where the economic light of the country is dim. Still, Amy is confident others will fill the void.
It's our hope that something will develop. I know that we have people that are at Global Ministries who are working with the Louisiana Conference to try and develop a plan. It is our hope that something will be determined and we'll be able to continue our community outreach.
There's another beautiful sunrise over the banks of Bayou Teche today. The question now, will it bring new light to Sager Brown?